Welcome, children. Another one more problem. It's on capacitor. Here there is a parallel plate capacitor given. To give Q amount of charge on each plate in opposite charge, a battery has been connected with a potential difference of V. Right? So more is the potential given to a capacitor, more will be the charge stored in the capacitor. So C is constant. Right, the ratio of the charge given to the capacitor to the potential developed across the plate of the capacitor remains constant for a given particular capacitor. So that's called the capacitance of a capacitor. So let us go for the problem. If the voltage applied on a capacitor is increased from V to 2V, choose the correct conclusion. Option A, option B, option C, and option D. Right? When the voltage is being doubled, what happens to the capacitance or charge in the capacitor? So let us go for the solution. So we know that C equal to Q by V. For a particular capacitor, the C value is constant. When you increase the voltage, then the charge will increase. When you decrease the voltage, the charge will decrease in the plate. So on doubling the voltage, the charge will also be doubled to keep the capacitance constant. So we can go for the option C remains same, Q double. The option C is correct here. Right. So let us go. The capacitance of a particular capacitor has a constant value. That is, it remains the same on doubling the voltage. Right. So Q proportional to V. So the charge in the capacitor is double on doubling the voltage. We have got the conclusion. Anyhow, we will go with the subject. The path is very simple. Let us define what is the capacitance C of a capacitor. The capacitance C of a capacitor is defined as the ratio of the magnitude of the charge on either of the conductor plate to the potential difference existing between them. So we can write C equals Q upon V. Now, let us find what is the formula for capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor. This gives you C equals epsilon naught A by D. So, the capacitance of a given particular capacitor depends upon three factors. One is the permittivity of the medium between the plate, and A, the common area between the two plates, and the distance between the two plates. So, on these three factors, the capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor depends on. So C can be changed by changing the permittivity, the area, common area between the plate, and the distance between the two plates. Let us now consider if A is increased, what happens? If A increased, the amount of charge what it can store will automatically increase. That will increase the capacitance. Second, if the D is increased, what would happen? The D will affect the potential between the two plates. So V equal to E by D. Between the two plates, the electric field remains constant. E equal to sigma by epsilon naught according to Gauss application. Then V will be increased. So to increase the capacitance of a given capacitor, either you have to increase the area of the plates or decrease the distance between the two plates. So this is what the capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor. Now let us go for one more note. So energy of a capacitor that given by epsilon equal to 1/2 CV square. Here in our problem it is given the V is doubled. So the energy will be 4 times its original energy. The energy is directly proportional to the square of the voltage. So the new epsilon becomes 4 times the old epsilon. So on doubling the voltage, the energy becomes 4 times the initial value. We have another two formula for energy of a capacitor. Epsilon equal to 1/2 times QV. In this, when voltage is doubled, we have seen that the charge is also doubled. Once again, we get the same old result. On doubling the voltage, the energy becomes 4 times. We have one more equation for epsilon. So that gives 1/2 Q square by C. Here, the C is constant, half is constant. On doubling the voltage, we found that the charge is also doubled. So we get 2 Q will become squared, then we get 4 times the energy. So in any of these three formula use, you'll get the same value. Let us better use the first one, epsilon equal to 1/2 CV square, easy way to get the result. Learn problems, learn physics. Like, comment, share, subscribe my channel, children. Thank you, children.